Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Deanna Marie and you're watching Handmade by Deanna Marie. So I have been playing with UV resin for a couple of months and I just want to say hello to you new folks who have stepped in to see what's happening over here, and I want to say hello to my returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your support. Again, this is something new I have been playing with and I am absolutely loving it. It gives me an opportunity just to get into my own head. It lets me be very, very creative. So, today I went to my son-in-law's. He has a shop and I exchanged some things. So he's letting me display and sell things out of his shop, which is really cool. So one of the main things you want to remember when you're working with UV resin or any chemicals is your PPE or your personal protection equipment. So for resin, I use my gloves. I have a mask. I have an apron on. That way it protects my clothing, and I also have my hair cap on for my hair. So I'm gonna put my mask on. My voice may be a little muffled, so I'll try to talk a little bit louder so you can hear me. So I'm going to do earrings today, and I'm going to use a couple of different mediums. So I'm going to be using some glitters, some mica powders. I may be using some dried flowers. So we're just going to see what happens. But I know I'm going to start out by using mica powders. So I'm going to be using the slate blue and the white mica powder. So the way I'm going to do this, let me move this over here so you can see how we're going to mix this together. So I'm just going to put, because I'm probably only going to do this for one set of earrings, depending on how much I put in here. So let's grab a craft stick. I'm going to need a craft stick for the white, and I'm going to need one for the blue. So just going to add a little bit in here, not a whole lot. And let's just stir that together. I know. When I first look at it, I'm like, that's purple. But look, it is blue. It is turning blue. So I want to mix it all together. I'm using these disposable cups. I have the reusable cups as well. And I am also using the Let's Resin UV resin. Part of my equipment I have over here also is my UV light. It too is a Let's Resin product. Okay, so that's all nice and mixed. Now let's do the white. You always want to make sure that you are recapping, that you're recapping everything when you're done with it. And that's just to make sure nothing spills out. You know, you don't want to waste product. You definitely you do not want to waste product. That is for sure. So we want to go all around our sides. Make sure you're getting all of the powder mixed in. You know, you may have to go up on the sides this way. You want to make sure you get all that mixed in. Okay? All right, we're good. Okay. So, the way we're going to do this is I'm going to use the pouring method. So, I am going to pour this on opposite sides. I'm going to use this mold here. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's make sure you guys can see. I'm going to start here and just kind of pour a line there. I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. Pour a line here. And go back over here. What I'm doing basically is I'm just making sure that I have enough so they both look pretty much the same. That's the thing about custom products. Not always do they look exactly the same. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, because I don't want it to move, I'm gonna hit them both with my UV light here, just so they'll stop moving. Okay. Just so, and also when I pour the white on here, it will not blend together. It's actually going to be an actual border kind of thing, you know? So, just want to make sure that it won't be completely cured, but it'll be cured enough that hopefully when I pour the white on top of it, or, you know, on the other side of it, that it won't blend. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and add the white here. Look, we got some blending in there. Let's see if we can do anything about that. All right, so now I'm going to take my silicone tool and kind of spread this out to where they meet. And we'll just kind of try to blend that in there. This one right here. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's go ahead and blend this out in the meantime. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can get this out of here. Oh, very good. We were able to get that out of there. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's turn it around this way. And make sure I'm getting it all down in here. Looks like that's gonna cause me a problem here. And I think let's see, let's try this. Let's move this down here and hit it with this light. Let's see if that'll help us a little bit here. Just trying to blend that down. I think that, yep, that is going to do it for me. Excellent. Okay, stopped it from moving. Excellent. Okay, now let's take our lighter and let's get rid of some of those bubbles that are there. I want to take my toothpick and go around the edges because I can see bubbles right here on the top. So I want to get those bubbles down. Oh, that's cured. I want to poke on that one. Okay. All right, so this is good for the first cure. So we're going to put this on here for a couple of minutes. All right, so first cure is done. And I say the first cure because I'm going to put a top coating on it. This right here is the back of the earring. So what I would do basically at this point is just take the resin and just put the resin in here. Just let it fill it up. And using my tool, I'll just kind of pull it all down. Okay. Make sure it's all around. Being careful not to actually push down onto either of the colors. That's what I did over here. And I got a little white mixed in there, but I was able to get it blended in okay so it doesn't mess up the earring here. Because this right here, this is the back of the earring. All right. And taking our lighter. Making sure we're hitting it to make sure we're getting any and all those bubbles. And this time we are going to leave it for 3 minutes. Okay, so now we are going to pause this one because I'm going to be doing these other ones as well. Let me turn the light on. There we go. Okay, so that one's pretty done. But I'm also going to be doing these other earrings, and it's going to go back under the light, so it will cure just fine. So we're gonna do these here, and I think we're gonna do the green sparkles on this one. So We're gonna do these green sparkles here. Okay. All right. So we're gonna mix our sparkles up real good. Ooh, I got that a little on the thick side, I think. I'm gonna turn, not turn, but stir, stir, stir. We may end up making more than one item of green, but that's okay. All right, yeah, that's kind of thick. Let me add some more resin to this. Okay. Yeah, I added some more resin to that because that was kind of thick. Okay, alrighty, so now we're ready. That is a very pretty green, isn't it? Okay. Now, when it comes to molds like this, it definitely requires care that we hit all those little crevices to make sure that everything is in there evenly. Okay. This is so pretty. Okay. And just for greens, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of it in here and over here. Very good. Okay, let me get all this out of here and then we'll get it spread out. It's amazing how much a drop of this resin is. I mean, it will fill up a space. And look at that. And normally you would say, well, there's nothing else in there. But if you scrape, you will find that you have plenty of resin in there. In this case, to complete 2 sets of earrings. Look at that. Okay, now let's use our tool. Oh, see the bubbles? The bubbles are coming up there. But we want to use our tool to make sure that we don't have any negative space. Excellent. Now we will need to use our lighter to get our bubbles. Look at that. Just got them right away. Look at that. All gone. All gone. All gone. Okay. Excellent. So we're going to put this under for a couple of minutes. We're going to come back and do the last set of earrings. Actually, there's like Yeah, a couple, 2 sets of earrings. And then we'll be done with this one. All right, so this time we're going to use alcohol inks. And we're just going to start out just by putting the resin inside of our mold here. Okay. Now we're going to do a different method here. We're going to actually just drop the resin in. I'm going to make sure the resin is all in the mold. Okay, so we're going to drop a little bit of it. Okay, and then let's use a little bit of this green here. Okay, and we're going to use what's called a sinker white. Okay. And clean up my mess. Clean up my mess. All right. Looking good, looking good. All right, so we're going to cure that just the way it is. All right. So we're going to give this one 3 minutes. All right, so I have decided to do a backing on these two, and what I did was, you know, there was that green sparkle in there, so I just added some green alcohol ink, and I'm just going to back these with this. And if it does what I think it will, it'll help the sparkles show through better on the front side, because this is the back side of the earring. All right. I was thinking about doing the same thing with that, and I think I will. I think I'm going to just use this, use the green. So use the green alcohol ink. And then some additional green sparkles here. Not too many, just enough to give it a little sparkle, you know? So let's mix this together. And I'm going to put that on the back of these here. And then I'm going to put the whole thing inside of the UV lamp, so it will then cure on both sides, and I'm going to time it for about 5 minutes. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Now, alcohol ink sometimes for me has not always cured well, and it's because I don't know why it is. I can't even tell you why. Sometimes it does just great, and then other times it will like pucker and buckle and everything. So I'm not sure why that happens. But I'm sure in my learning process, I will eventually figure it out or find out why it does. Okay, we're going to put that on the back of these two because those go with those earrings, or these earrings here. And I'm going to go ahead and put them here. That way these can be either studs by themselves, or I can use them as dangles for these other green ones too. So just need to make sure I put an even amount in them. Oh, very good. Excelente. All right. You don't want to spill anything. The resin is very sticky, y'all. It is very sticky. So that's one of the reasons that I wear gloves. I haven't had any chemical reactions to it yet, praise God. So it's just a sticky thing for me. And then another thing is wearing the gloves, like when you handle it, after you pull out of the mold, when you have your gloves on, you don't have to worry about, you know, having fingerprints on your stuff. So that's another good thing. Okay. Okay. So let's get our tray. I'm doing my very best, y'all, to keep this new tray clean, because I have another UV lamp that I bought, and when I tell you, I have truly, I mean, I got so much stuff on there that I can't even, it won't even lay flat, you know? It's just a mess. So I'm trying to make sure that with this new one that I am very careful to put the things on here right. And then if I need to cure something that, okay, I thought I had an overflow. I thought I was seeing an overflow here. I think I am seeing an overflow. Right here. Okay, no. Oh, that's good. Okay. So, I'm going to put this in here and let this cure the top and the bottom for 5 minutes. All right, so these have all cured, we pray. It's been a total of, I want to say about 7 minutes. So let's start with this one. This is the first one I did. Oh, that turned out pretty. That turned out pretty. Nice. Okay, let's try a green one next. It was the next one to go. Oh, oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, look at that. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. And this one was next. Oh, great. And then we have this one. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, yes. And then these go with it. And then these can go with these guys as well. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, let me get the hardware together, and we'll put some earrings together. Okay, sometimes after you've poured and you've cured, you may find you have rough edges on some of your pieces. You have a choice of using a deburring tool, which is what this is, deburring tool. You can use sandpaper if you want to do that. You can use a nail file. The simplest thing I have found to do is I just go over it again with another coating of the resin and harden it. But if you do need to use a deburring tool, it's really easy. You just like peeling a potato. And you're just gonna do this, and it smooths it out somewhat. But like I said, what I do is I will just put some more, let me do it this way. I think it might be easier. Put it this way here. You can put it on stuff like that, or either, like I have a coaster mold, you can use the coaster mold like that in order to, add additional resin, or if you needed to, do something to where you didn't want to handle it this way, I could just take it from here and put it over in the curing machine here, or in the, ooh, now see, I'm gonna turn this over because that was giving me some give, and I don't want no give. I don't want it to dip or anything, so we're just going to add. You want to do it very carefully, because this stuff spreads for you. Okay. And actually, like, I'll squeeze and let go, and it just continues to trail on, as you can see. That way you don't have to worry about an overflow. Okay, let me move these guys apart a little bit. And now we just want to, because see, it already has for the lack of a better term, a lip. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm filling the lip. I'm making sure that I'm not covering my my hole up there, so I can put my hardware in there. Now, if you do end up, using a nail file or sandpaper or something like that, you'll want to go back over it with like maybe a baby wipe or alcohol on a Q-tip, just to get rid of the dullness from, from sanding it. Okay, and once again, we're just going to make sure we don't have any bubbles in there. And we're going to cure this for just a couple of minutes. What I've learned is that a lot of the stuff I use can be reused. So here are these earrings that are done. Aren't those so pretty? Oh my gosh, look at that. So pretty, so pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, let me get done with the rest of those and I'll show you guys everything I've done. Okay, so these are out. And so now that back side is as smooth as the front side. Look at that, so pretty. All right, well, here are the earrings and the magnets that were made. So those little circle parts that were going to be part of the dangle earrings I was thinking about didn't work out the way I had anticipated, so I had to kind of switch gears. And so I've made some magnets here. They're really pretty, very elegant magnets. And here are the earrings. Y'all, these are so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love the green. The green is absolutely beautiful. And along with the different type of jump rings I've added. So like for instance, this green leaf here. I've done the 2 large jump rings and then the earring hook. And then to secure it even more, I just toothpicked a little bit of resin on the seams just to make sure that nothing slips off or whatever. Then we have this set. This is the set that I added the additional resin on the back of it. So these earrings can be worn either way. They can be worn this way or they can be worn that way. And on this one here, we just did the 2 large jump rings and then the earring hook. These, I'd have to say these are probably my favorites. I love the way this turned out. So what we're looking at here, this is actually the back of the earring, meaning this is the side that was up front looking at us, okay? This right here would truly be the front of the earring. So again, you can wear them any way. Now with this one, I use the triangle jump ring. I used a little bit of resin just to make sure that jump ring was secure. And then I used the larger jump ring along with the earring hook. And then finally there is the blue and white, which is our first one. The back side of these are nice as well. They could be used, it can be, you could flip them over, it could be worn either way you want it. Now this is a little different. I have the large jump ring here, then I have the triangle jump ring, and then a larger jump ring, and then the earring hook itself. I don't like that it moves. I don't like that this part moves. Every time you put it on, it doesn't sit right. So I'm going to put some UV resin right here and cure it, and then that way it'll be stable, and then that way it won't move. All right. So there we go. I love this green. Thank you guys for stopping by the neighborhood and see what was going on. I appreciate you, watching my videos and everything. I am working toward retirement, y'all. I had 3 years before I retire, and I want to build my channel so I can have a little bit of something coming in. So thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking, and thank you for sharing my videos. I really appreciate it. So see you next time.